Expect to learn more today about the deaths of 3 children in a small town in Ellis County, south of Dallas. And the children's mother is charged with those murders in Italy.
Yeah, 2 of her other children are hospitalized. Fox 4's Dan Godwin live this morning with more on the investigation. Dan.
And Brandon, there will be counselors available a little bit later this morning here at Central Baptist Church in Italy for anyone in this small community who wants to talk about this unthinkable loss. Counselors will also be available at Stafford Elementary School, about a mile away from here. There are students there who knew the children who were killed. The sheriff's department says 25-year-old Shemaiah Hall killed 3 of her 5 children on Friday after a Child Protective Services investigator made the decision to remove the children from the home. Hall's other 2 kids were seriously wounded. Family members tell Fox 4 the children were stabbed. Relatives also say the kids had been living with a family member. Jail records reveal Hall lives in a home in Forney. A neighbor there told us she never saw any activity outside the house. One relative says it's impossible to comprehend what has happened.
Everybody can have their own, thought process about what could have happened, but we can't undo what has happened. But what we can do is we can come together and pray.
In 2016, Shemaiah Hall pleaded guilty to felony property crimes. In 2021, she pleaded guilty to assault causing bodily injury after she bit someone. Another disturbing twist in this tragic story comes from several of Hall's family members. They tell us that Hall's twin sister, Troy Shea Hall, stabbed her own daughter to death in 2021. Court documents reveal Troy Shea Hall's case has not gone to trial because she's in a mental hospital. Shemaiah Hall, meanwhile, remains in the Ellis County Jail, charged with capital murder. Names of the children have not been released. A 6-year-old boy and twin 5-year-olds, a boy and a girl, were killed. A 4-month-old boy and a 13-month-old girl are in hospitals. Reporting live in Italy, Dan Godwin on Good Day.
Hey guys, so you just watched that news clip, okay? And I'm going to get right into it. When it comes to those beautiful children, God rest their souls. And to the other 2 that are still recovering, I pray that they make a full recovery and that they're able to get counseling and help for what they've been through, and that they'll actually be placed with people who actually are concerned with their well-being and will protect them. Because what it seems to me is like nobody was looking out for the best interest of these children, okay? So number 1, we have an unfit, violent mother who should have never even had access to her own kids. I don't care, okay? This woman had already gotten in trouble back in 2017 for stabbing her sister's boyfriend. Mind you, this same twin sister of hers, Troy Shea Hall, actually stabbed her own child as well, okay? So it says to me that there's a lot of mental health issues going on in this family, and they should have been gotten help a long time ago. But my biggest issue with this whole thing is the fact that those children did not live with their mother, Miss Hall, anymore. Those children had been removed from Miss Hall's care by CPS and had been placed with a relative who was supposed to keep them safe. So how the heck did Miss Hall come from her house, which is not the same house those children were residing in? She comes from another house from over yonder, okay? And she comes to the relative's house and she's able to gain access to those children and she's able to harm them. Where the heck was that relative? Who was supposed to be keeping those kids? Because if they were removed from her, that means the guardianship of those children were placed with someone else. So that person is responsible for those children. So how did she get in the house? How did you allow her to harm those babies like that? All of them. I'm confused. I feel as though whoever is supposed to have guardianship of those children and we're supposed to be keeping them safe from their mother, they should be charged as well because they didn't do their jobs, okay? On top of that, this woman killed her kids All due to the fact that a CPS worker happened to pop up on her. Number one, she wasn't even supposed to be over there from what I'm seeing, because I did go look online and I found some things that I'll go ahead and put in here. But she wasn't supposed to be over there with those children. She wasn't supposed to be near them. And CPS just happened to do a welfare check on the children. And instead of her being a woman about it and saying, you know what, hey, I'm busted. I'm over here with my kids. I wasn't supposed to be. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like a normal person, and try to talk to the worker and, you know, get some kind of understanding. This one decides, I'm just gonna take them all out. If I can't have my babies, nobody can. And I find you to be completely disgusting. That is completely disgusting. She cared nothing about those children. She had no business being anywhere near them. And then for that big-headed relative of hers to get her strong, you know what? For that relative to get herself on the news and want to sit there and talk about, oh, we could talk about what should have happened, but what we need to do is pray and pray. Baby, I'm all for praying. I love the Lord. I'm his child. You understand me? But stop playing with my father, okay? This ain't on him. Don't sit there and holler about pray. Y'all knew that lady was messed up. You and the rest of your family knew that she was messed up. You knew she shouldn't have been around those children. And I know that you most likely had knowledge that she was having access to those children. Let's not play that game like families don't sit on the phone and talk and tell each other all kinds of stuff. Y'all knew she wasn't supposed to be around them children, and y'all still let her be around them. And now she's hurt them. And now you're sitting here talking about pray and all this other stuff. No, you should have been praying and keeping them children away from her. That's what you should have been doing. Don't sit up here and try to manipulate the public and throw religion and all of that stuff in there, because this ain't about that. It's about your niece or whoever she may be to you being a hell-bound demon and deciding to end the lives of her children because she was deemed unfit to take care of them. And instead of serving out her sentence and working hard on herself, getting herself together and proving to the states that, hey, I am capable to take care of my babies because I love them, she chooses to end their life because she's a selfish narcissist. Get out of here with all of that. I don't have time for it. I don't have time for that. I can't stand that. There are so many children out here who need mothers, who need fathers, who need parents, and who need that love and guidance and support. And they don't have that. And then they turn around and they're placed in the care with other family members, and those family members couldn't care less. They only want to get a check. But they have no interest in helping the children, aiding the children, teaching them, and helping them to be the best that they can be. People like that disgust me. That whole family disgusts me. I'm done with her because I wasn't even supposed to go this hard. But guys, please talk to your relatives, okay? I can't stand relatives who sit by and allow their own family members to do things that they know are wrong, but because it's your family, you're going to give them a pass. Guess what? You want to talk about God? I believe in him. And I believe that when we get to those gates and we have to stand before him, he ain't going to want to hear nothing about that was your cousin, that was this, that was that. It was right and that was wrong. And that's the end of it. Okay? That's all I got, you guys. Thank you for listening to this video. Please like, share, and comment what you think about this situation. And have a good day. Bye.